guys, how's it going? It's Amanda with Living Green, Saving Green. Today I wanted to do a video about something that I think people have asked about, and it's an important thing to talk about, and that's cloth pads and dating. I know that seems like it shouldn't be like this scary thing, but it can be, definitely, especially if you're a younger female just using cloth pads, just getting into the dating scene. I'd say the majority of people that are introduced to cloth pads get introduced through cloth diapering, which means that they are older, they are married, they have more experience, and they've been in a relationship that's progressed and been a while. I personally have been using cloth pads for, over 4 months now. And my boyfriend and I started dating 4 months ago. So it's the entire time that I've been with James, I've been using cloth pads. Even our first date, I was wearing a cloth pad. So I'm just going to share my story. Basically, James and I met on an online dating site, and we went on our first date. We went to the National Aquarium in Baltimore, and it was amazing, and yeah, we just hit it off from there. He was like the perfect guy for me, and we've been going strong for 4 months, which might not seem like a lot to people, but for me, I was kind of stuck in a rut where I was only dating somebody for a month, and then it just fell apart. But anyways, so I want to say on our third date, around that time, second or third date, I was like getting stuff out of my purse. We were at Cold Stone Creamery, and remembered this. And we were just, hanging around, whatever, eating ice cream. And I was like, oh, I have so much stuff in my purse. I have this, I have this, I have this, and all this stuff. And my wet bag comes out, and I was like, I have this. And I don't know, he was like, well, that's that. And what's that? Is that makeup? And I was like, no, that's something else. And he's like, what? And it's hard for anyone else to understand. We have a very weird sense of humor. And even though it was our second or third date, we kind of just clicked like that. So it's like we could kind of say something. I was like, yeah, those are my vagina supplies. That's just the way he would say it. He's like, yeah, I was going to ask, are those your vagina supplies? And I mentioned something like, I was like, yeah, I'll use cloth pads, and I need something to store them in. And he kind of changed the subject, so I was like, maybe he's feeling uncomfortable talking about that. It really wasn't the right way. I also want to say that our relationship did not start on a sexual basis at all. When I first met him, I thought he was cute, but I was not attracted to him at first. Probably by our third date, because we didn't kiss until the third or fourth date, and it really wasn't, he won me over with his personality, and which I know most people are like, ew, really? But no, it was like his personality, and I was like, well, he's so nice, he's just gonna be a friend, like, he's not gonna be like, it's not gonna work when we kiss, but it did. So I do want to say, like, it wasn't like that, it wasn't like sexual at first, so it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I have to tell him right away, it was more just like two people hanging out, and then eventually falling in love. And then, so I guess that was our third date, and I don't know, something else came up, like we were texting or something, because he's the first guy I've met that we don't talk on the phone for a million hours. He only texts. We talk on the phone, but the longest has been like 30 minutes. But anyways, so I was like, yeah, so I said something about cloth pads, and I was like, I don't want to get cancer, and I always end it with a joke. So I don't know if you've heard the musical, The Book of Mormon, but we both really like that musical, so I kind of threw in a reference there to make it a little lighter. And I don't know, ever since then, the first time we were intimate, he kind of already knew about it, and saw them, and he was asking me about it, and he knows what a wet bag is and how it works. And here's the thing, so that's like my story. So it really wasn't like weird or anything. So here's the thing, I've said this, and I will say it again. If a man or a boy or whatever cannot handle that you menstruate, or that your vagina has functions that are much different than a penis, then he should not be in a relationship with you. If you're 15 and you don't have sex, then that's fine. But if he cannot handle the fact that you menstruate and that is how your body works, you should not be having sex with him. You should not. He needs to accept your body the way it is and understand your body and know that if there's a problem, you guys can handle it together. But in the same way, you need to understand his body and respect it and love it and everything like that. I personally did not lose my virginity until I was 20 years old, and I was in a serious relationship, and it was the best decision I ever made because he was able to respect my body, and it was a lot better. So really the point of this video is don't be afraid to be open with somebody that you're newly dating or whatever. I mean, they should be respecting your body and tell them. It's like, I'm not going to leave nasty trash in your trash can. I'm not going to make you go out and buy me tampons. It's a nice thing, and I guarantee you that he is the right guy for you. He will accept it and get used to it, and if he wants to move in with you or marry you or live with you or anything like that, that's something he needs to accept, because that's a part of who you are. Not just that you use cloth pads, but that you are a female and that this is just the way your body is, and that's how you have to handle it. So, yep, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be posting more videos soon. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.